Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Chris RD Gymnastics Music Sports channel. And today we're just going to rewatch the winning performance of Simone Biles and Rebeca Andrade of Brazil, Simone Biles of USA, and you just have to compare. Comment down below your observations regarding the performance of Simone Biles in comparison with Rebeca Andrade of Brazil. And so surely this is also a podium prediction in which maybe it will be Simone Biles and Rebeca Andrade who will going to be placed as gold and silver for the Paris 2024 or Olympics 2024. It's gonna be a battle between Simone Biles and Rebeca Andrade. Perhaps maybe Shiley Jones, but so whatever comes may. And while we are watching these their performances during the World Championship 2023 that happened in Belgium, Antwerp, let me read an article from Olympic website written by Scott Bregman regarding their performances. World Championships 2023, Simone Biles soars to 6th World All-Around title, historic 34th medal. With the medal, the 7-time Olympic medalist becomes the sport's most decorated ever. Simone Biles is on top again, striking gold in the women's all-around final Friday, October 6, 2023 at the 2023 World Artistic Gymnastics Championships in Antwerp. It's a 6th global title and her first since 2019. From the moment Biles stepped into the sports palace, flashing her megawatt smile to defining screams from the packed house, it appeared it would be her night. She went on to tally 58.399 ahead of defending champion Rebeca Andrade of Brazil, 56.766. 2022 World All-Around silver medalist Shiley Jones took the bronze medal at 56.332. I was emotional because 10 years I won my first Worlds. Now we're back here, Biles said afterwards, so it was emotional. It means everything to me, the fight. Everything that I put in to get back to this place to feel comfortable and confident enough to compete. The win comes with more history for Biles, who donned a blue sequined leotard, the crystals, on which shone as bright as the sport's biggest star. She's now the only gymnast to win world all-around titles a decade apart, having taken her first title in the very same venue in 2013. Legendary gymnast Ochimura Kohei of Japan and Russia's Svetlana Korkina's first and last titles were 6 years apart. The previous record, yes, of course, Biles is also the only female gymnast to take 6 all-around crowns, tying her with Ochimura. With 34 world and Olympic medals, she becomes the sport's most decorated ever, male or female. After Wednesday women's team final title, Biles was tied with Vitaly Sherbo, who competed for the Soviet Union, the unified team, and Belarus throughout his career. All in all, I don't think it will hit me until maybe I retire and then look back and see everything that I've done, said Biles for her historic career. Tonight, I think it was a good start ahead of competition. Coach Laurent Lanty noted many were keeping a close eye on her pupil to see if she still had it. It still proves to myself and other people that I can do it, so I'm proud of the work that I've put in to get to this point, said Biles, of those who might have questioned her, and it's just exciting that I just keep going on, up each and every year, so I'm excited for what's to come. We have here a full Q&As with Simone Biles as 6 who make more history at World Championships. So anyways, we continue the article. Gymnastics is something that I do and it's not who I am as a person. Yeah, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to this channel. Thank you very much. In the opening rotation, the 26-year-old choose not to perform the daring Yuchenko double pike that becomes her fifth named element earlier in the week. Instead, she vaulted a Cheng, round off onto the board, half turned onto the vaulting table from layout with 1.5 twist, and delivered one of her best attempts at the maneuvers this season. Her 9.5 execution score gave her a 15.100 final score. On the uneven bars, Biles earned a 14.333 after pushing through some nervous-looking elements to stick her full twisting double back dismount. She moved to balance beam with the score is missing is lead over Andrade. Balance beam with 0.233 lead over Andrade. Okay. First to go in the third rotation, Biles shared a laugh with coach Cecil Landy, a 1996 Olympian, after her touch warm-up. Competition, Biles opened her routine with a slight balance error, her switch leap mount. After adding an additional switch leap, Biles was nearly flawless on the 10cm wide apparatus. She earned a 14.433, and which you're seeing right now, heading to the floor exercise. Biles had a 0.934 lead over Jones. Last to go, her 14.533 score gave her the historic gold medal. The superstar gymnast returns to competition after withdrawing from the women's team final at the Tokyo 2020 Games to prioritize her mental health as she dealt with what gymnasts call the twisties, where the body and mind fall out of synchrony. I was less nervous today. I think I was so much more nervous for team finals just because that's when everything occurred. So I was a little bit traumatized from that, said Biles, referencing Tokyo. Today I felt a little more relaxed. She told Olympics.com before heading to the Worlds that she's working to find more balance her life in her return to the sport, making sure to find time for friends, family, and self-care. They've been amazing just to keep my mind off gymnastics because for a couple of years, whenever I wasn't in the sports, that's kind of all I had. We got to hang out, have fun, just be a normal adult, so I think it's been really nice that even when we go back, we're going to try to go to a winery and stuff like that just to keep it normal, Biles said of those around her. Gymnastics is something that I do and it's not who am I as a person, and I think it took years to realize that. Andrade Jones take second straight global medals. For Andrade and Jones, their silver and bronze medals respectively on the second straight in the global all-around after the duo finished 2 years ago. To go until the end, said Andrade of what she was most proud. She's Rebeca Andrade performing right now because it's my fourth day doing all four apparatus and that is very difficult. It's a second medal in Antwerp for the Brazilian who 2 days ago helped her squad take an unprecedented team silver medal. Wow. I don't know what to do or what to say because I am really happy to be in the podium again, side by side with such incredible athletes, said Andrade. So it's an honor to come back to Brazil with another medal and to have another medal in my career. Jones pushed through a few dicey moments in her final routine on the floor exercises to secure her place on the podium, powering through a double back after her knees buckled after a front full step out. Sometimes if it's a little under-rotated, I'm still going to push it out and pretty much do that standing double tuck. So when that happened, just got to keep pushing through, you're not going to do a layout, said Jones of that moment. I was just like, I have to do the double tuck. I'm gonna do the double tuck. No matter if it's this low, this high, I'm gonna do it. So sabi yun ni like Rebeca Andrade. And here, 2 years ago, Jones was dealing with disappointment, coming up one spot shy of an alternate role as a US team of Tokyo 2020. A cross-country move back to her native Washington State from Ohio, where she trained since a youngster, paid off as she took 3 medals on the world's debut a year later. Now, along with Biles, she finds herself among Team USA's best. This has been my biggest dream, and just pushing forward at 24 next year, anything it takes, said Jones. So that is the article, and of course there is also one article here. Let us read that the interview of Simone Biles to Olympics before she went through the World Championship. I'm just finding it here. I think it's gone now. Anyways, it says here that gymnastics is something. Let me quote of what Simone Biles said. She said that gymnastics is something that I do, and it's not who I am, or it's not who I am as a person. And I think it took years to realize that it's kind of nice to break out of that shell, as Simone Biles reflects after winning her 6th World Around title. Full article and Antwerp. Yeah, let's go to that one. And this is the floor exercise of Simone Biles. As you can see here, such an amazing lady, and of course it's really amazing to watch Simone Biles to be back on track. And she has here a Q&A, exclusive full Q&A with Simone Biles as she seeks to make more history at the World Championship. So this is the interview of Simone Biles before her World Championship, as we continue to watch the video of her performances and their winning displays. The record-breaking superstar gymnast spoke at Olympics.com prior to heading to the Worlds about her return to the sports, changing her expectations in life as a newlywed. A decade ago, US gymnast Simone Biles made her, and was written by Scott Bregman last October 6, 2023. A decade ago, US gymnast Simone Biles made her global debut at the Artistic Gymnastics World Championship in Antwerp, Belgium, setting off a career that has transformed and defined the sport. A decade from now, Biles says she wants to know that she gave the sport her all. I think mostly it was thinking about in 10 years, whenever I look back, do I want to have any regrets? Do I want to be watching, say, Worlds or Paris on the TV and be like, wow, if I would have just gone into the gym and just put a little effort in, because I will always get to do with whatever I want to do after my career is over. Our reflective Biles told Olympics.com in an exclusive interview just prior to leaving for the 2023 Worlds back in Antwerp. But I won't be able to do my career forever. In just 2 days of competition back on the global stage, Biles has already made history, adding a 5th name element to the sport's rulebook, the Yuchenko double pike vault, and taking a 20th world gold medals as Team USA, won an unprecedented 7th straight team title Wednesday night, October 4. Hear from a 26 years old American on coming back to gymnastics, changing perspective, a life as newlywed to NFL player Jonathan Owens. Below is the complete transcript of exclusive conversation with Biles, lightly edited to clarify brevity. Simone Biles on letting go, twisting again, and having no regrets. What causes means to me is different than before. And we continue to read this as we continue to watch this video. The 7-time Olympic medalist spoke exclusively with Olympics.com prior to heading to Antwerp, Belgium for the 2050 World Gymnastics Championship, where she will once again be a favorite for gold. In early August, a few hundred fans dotted the Upper Bowl of Now Arena in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, and Chicago's curve to watch official practice ahead of the 2003 Classic Gymnastic competition. The event was to be 7-time Olympic medalist Simone Biles, first since the Tokyo 2020 Games into 2021, where she had pulled out of the women's team final and 4 subsequent individual finals, to prioritize her health as she dealt with a cause of what gymnasts call the twisties, where the body and mind fall out of sync. That Friday morning outside Chicago, the arena was mostly quiet. sounds of a top 40 hits faintly audible overhead between run-throughs of floor routines. There were no cheers, no applause, no young girls screaming to their gymnastic idols until there was. Biles was on the uneven bars taking her fourth turn of the workout and performed the dismount she had done so many times, including throughout her Rio 2016 Olympic campaign that nettled 4 golds and a bronze. Those on hard there to see even a glimpse of Biles during training after the event sold out. Nearly the second her participation was announced, broke the silence and erupted. Simone Biles was twisting again. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to compete again because there were multiple times this year where I was in the gym and I was like, I am actually terrified of this full in, like I'm not doing it again, never going to do it. Biles told Olympics.com in an exclusive interview with the US Women's World Championship selection event. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to come back another day. Another day? So Biles opened up on her return to competition. The familiar ease with which she performed her trademark acrobatics that day in Illinois and in 3 subsequent competitive outings, including the 2023 US Championship in late August where she won an unprecedented 8 all-around crown. While the struggle it took to get back what she had always been so natural. She's quick to say she had help from those around her, including her training mates at World Championship Center, where she trains with coaches Cecile Landy, an 1986 Olympian, and her husband Laurent Landy. The girls on the team really helped me with that because they were like, no, Simone, just come in, come on. And I'm like, okay, you're right, I can't give up now because then I'll forever be afraid of it, Biles explained. Exclusively, she overcame her fear and found a sense of comfort in doing so. I at least knew that if I were to walk away from the sport, I could come in the gym and at least do a full in double double, a triple double, and I'd be good, explained Biles. I feel like right now, if I walk away, I know that I can do that, so that helps me. I can keep doing this and I keep improving. 2 months after her return, Biles is headed back to where it all began, Antwerp, Belgium, and site of her first global championship in 2023, which is set to host the 2023 edition. Competition begins Saturday, September 30. The 26-year-old was a 26 years old has won everything gymnastics has to offer, and most of it more than once, with 25 world medals, including 19 golds. She already holds most records in the sport in the nearly every category.
Anthem of the United States of America.
She could have walked away from the sport after the Tokyo Games, where her act of self-care started a global conversation about mental health and sports, and her triumphant return in the balance beam final earned a bronze she said means so much to her. But as Biles got on with her life following Tokyo, including a nationwide arena tour, and her nuptials to NFL player Jonathan Owens, sometimes brought her back to the sport. I think we've realized along this journey that I can keep doing this and I can keep improving, she said. If I'm the one to say, hey, like I don't want to do this, then obviously we won't. But I haven't really said anything. Biles has been more casual in her approach this time. She told reporters that she hadn't really thought about competing in the Classic in August until her coach Lawrence said she was. The next thing she knew, her yachters were arriving at the gym. We've just been trailing along the journey and seeing what's to come, which is very rare for us because usually we have set plan like we do my short term and my long term goals, but this year I think I've even shocked myself doing classics, US Championship now. Here World Trials, Belle told us. I think it's just a bunch of surprises that I kind of like it because I have expectation, but I won't be let down if I don't achieve something. So I think this is almost a better way to go, she continued. I like to plan out everything. I like to know everything. Even my husband will tell us like, Simone, just calm down. You don't have to pack for this and this. Just go with the flow. I'm not that type of person, but this year has kind of been like that. I just like professionally and life. I've just tried to go along with the flow, so I enjoyed the journey. If I look back in 10 years, I could be like, wow, that year I really had a good time.
And as the medalists